business. So let's talk business. Oops. Let's talk business. Hello, I'm Jannell, and if you are new, let me just give you a little bit of info about this channel. Okay, so on my channel, I do a whole bunch of vlogging, a whole bunch of ripping and running, a whole bunch of cooking, and a whole bunch of eating out. So I'm sure you'll like it here. So today's video is me giving you some information about business. I titled this video, The Struggling Backstory About Me Having a Business, because I'm a struggling entrepreneur, period. Okay, so before we start, I had my tea, got me some lavender chamomile tea, so we're gonna start here. And again, if you are new, you're gonna always see me drinking something. Like, I am obsessed with sipping. That's what this cup says. Tea, lemonade, coffee, matcha, like anything you get except for alcohol, but a whole bunch of, let me move this plant. Okay, there we go. So, and if you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you for tuning back in. Okay, so today we're going to talk business. So, and I'm going to try to keep it as short as I can because it's kind of like a long story. Okay, so on April the 7th, 2018, I started my business, which is named I Splurge. And it's all together. It's as if it's one word, I Splurge, okay? I named my business I Splurge because I really used to splurge. So, today the whole thing is like, what is it? What y'all be saying? Something about a bag. Okay, so in my era, we didn't say all that, but I was the type that would go to the mall all the time, shop, buy, everything I like, everything for my son. So the name I Splurge is a representation of me, of who I am, okay? So that's why I named my business I Splurge. So wait a minute. Woo! Okay, so the reason that I started a business was because I just wanted something to call my own. I have a whole long backstory about, the ins and the outs of me having a business in my first ebook that I wrote in 2019, and it's on Amazon. I will put it on the screen and I'll link it below. It's called Superb Customer Service and Packaging 101. Okay, so that's for anybody who is interested in reading it. It's a really good read. It's a very short read and very, very inexpensive. So the first business indoor that I had was these mugs right here. I started selling these mugs. I got a company to put this on here, and of course I wanted them hot pink. Hot pink is not my favorite color. Purple is my favorite color, but pink is power. Okay, so I wanted the cups to be pink. I got the company to create them for me. Wait a minute, my incense is a little bit too much. Okay, so I got the company to create it for me because I really am obsessed with sipping. I really, really am. Okay, I do not drink alcohol, but everything else, like I just mentioned, tea, coffee, the whole nine. Okay, so these cups, I was selling them for $10. They done really good. A lot of people that I didn't even think or would have never thought would have even wanted to support anything that I had going on, they did. So I was shocked. So that was the first step. Okay, in 2000, I'm trying to think which one came first. 2009, I went to makeup school, so I started dipping and dabbing in makeup, I'm not really real big on a whole bunch of makeup. I'm not. So, I done it for a while. I done, I think, 2 or 3 weddings. I think 2. I done, some of my friends, just different people who were going out and things like that. I was pretty, my best part about me doing makeup, I was like damn good with foundation. That's the best part about the way I, used to do makeup. I'm gonna say used to because I don't do it anymore. So foundation, I'm really, really, really good with foundation. So that was my first, I think that was my first, that was my first business venture. And it done okay. It really did. But I kind of like got like out of it. I wasn't really, after a while, you have to keep buying all of that makeup, and it was just starting to get really costly, and it was just not one of my favorite hobbies. Let me say, it just wasn't my favorite thing to do, because I'm really, honestly, a natural girl. I really am a natural girl. So I wear eyeliner, I love lipstick and mascara, but for the most part, all of that stuff, it was cool while it lasted, but it's really, really wasn't me, honestly. So that's number one. Wait a minute, y'all. My incense, this smoke is thick. I put this down there. It's thick. I know y'all probably can see it. So let's talk about I Splurge. So, okay, I Splurge. I started off with creating graphic t-shirts because I've always had a really slick mouth, so I can think of really catchy words, and I am fascinated by words. My previous career, I walked around with a dictionary, a pocket dictionary, and a thesaurus every day, because I always say my 3 best attributes to the world is being a mom, I can cook a person under the table, and I can write a person out of a job. Okay? So I love words. So that's why I wanted to, create t-shirts. So, I done the t-shirts. Honestly, they done very well, but it was a lot of work. I have no help. Everything is me, me, me. I had no help. Okay? So the t-shirts done very well, but after a while, I just was getting a little overwhelmed, honestly. So I just did not want to create t-shirts anymore. So on my website right now, I do have a sweatshirt, which was like the last graphic apparel that I created. Yeah, it's a pink sweatshirt. But for the most part, that's cool because it's just one, slogan. But when I was doing t-shirts, I had so many different t-shirts and so many different slogans, and it was just a lot of work for me not to have any help. Okay? So I just was like, you know what? Let me just get out the whole t-shirt thing. Because after a while, you can't think of but so many catchy slogans that say. So I was off there, you got to keep it moving. So then I started to, purchase a little bit of clothes, which I've always been very fashionable. I've always been into clothes. But a lot of things that, that I actually would be interested or am interested in selling, people my age are not really into it. They might think it's cute, they might can't fit it, things like that. So I'm gonna say, when you start a business, you can't have something for everybody, literally, because everybody is not gonna be your customer, and that's just how it go. Everybody is not your customer. So the things that I like, some people my age may not like, or they may just think it's cute and probably like, oh, that's a little bit young, things like that. So I'm not even going to say I struggle with that, because I just like what I like, and I know about fashion. I know certain things that I would think that would sell. Okay, so that's number 2. But one of my biggest sellers on my website is the Freedom Kit. Now, if you've been watching me, a few of my videos, I love incense. I don't really like sage on camera, but for the most part, candles, all of that, I love all of that. So when you have a business, to me, it's imperative that you create things that you actually like. It's not always about you. You have to purchase things that you think other people will like and buy as well, but it still has to be a reflection of you and who you are as a person. So everything that I sell on my website, which will be linked below, and I'll put it on the screen, shopisplurge.com, is a reflection of who I am. Okay? So that's just that. You can't please everybody, and again, everybody is not going to be your customer. But I do want to give a special shout out to my friend Tamir, because she really inspired me to start a business. She has a business, and she's had a business for 4 years now, and she's always, talked about a business, and I didn't start my business until like about 5 months after I retired. I will link that video down below too, talking all about my previous career. I'll link that below, because that's a pretty interesting video. So anyway, so once you work at jobs and just after, depending on who you are and the things that you want in life, some things you just can no longer tolerate, and you just decide that, you know what, let me just take this chance. Let me just, put it all on the table. Let me just take this risk so that I can step out there and create something that I can call my own. So that was one of the biggest reasons why I created a business. And one of the things that I really, really kind of sort of suck at this very moment is like marketing, because I really don't like social media that much. I have my times when I'm really, really motivated and I'll be on there, and I have my times, but then it's just like days that I don't even want to look on there, because it's just nothing that, other than the business women, because they, are motivating as well. But I don't know, some of that stuff I'm just not really interested in. I'm just not, and I really need to get better at that, but it's just what it is, because when you have a business, you need to be on Instagram. You need to be on social media, period, just because your friends and your family cannot make your business blow up. They just can't. A business cannot survive on family and friends. So you have to put your business in front of more people. But so far as, like I say, marketing and everything like that, I'm not really that good at that, because I have my moments where I'm just not in the mood to be on social media, and I've always been that way. Even prior to having a business, when Instagram first came about, what was that, back in 2013, 14, something like that. I was on that for maybe like a year and a half, and then I just got off, and then I came back on like about years later. I think it was 2017 or 18, something like that. So I don't know, it's just not my thing, it's just not my thing, honestly. But I will link my business Instagram, because I do not have a personal Instagram. So, because I come from a different era where it depends on the person. Let me say that first. But the era that I come from, we just don't do a whole bunch, of like showing off and bragging and things like that. And I just feel like, for the most part, that's what social media is kind of like. It took a turn for that, and I'm just not into that. I'm really a background person. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, I will also link my memoir. I wrote a self-help, is a memoir, but it's a self-help book as well. It's called Self-Power. I will link that below, because it gets a little bit more, detailed and descriptive about me and who I am as a person, okay? So, but again, when you have a business and you're not really doing well with marketing, and like for me, I can't come up with more ideas at this time. It's just like I have, how people say they have writer's block? I just have like a blockage right now about what all I want to do and what all I want to sell, because a lot of things that are out there, I'm not interested in selling. I'm just not. So I will be bringing back my self-power box. That's going to be coming back soon, and you all will you'll see what that's all about, because I'll be making a video when I start, bringing that back, and how I package it, and all of the things that I put inside the box, and my packaging, how I ship everything. All of those videos are going to be coming back. Well, not back, because I've never put them on here, but I always would put them on my Instagram stories and things like that. So those videos, they're going to be coming when I bring the self-power box back. But that box done very well too. Right now I took it off my website, because I want to recreate it. Because it done very well as well. I want to add more things to the box, and just like I said, recreate it. So I'm going to bring that back. But I say that I'm a struggling business owner, because I am. I really, really am. I need a little bit more motivation, honestly, because I fell off. Because I just wasn't really into the whole keep on posting all day, every day. I don't know. I just didn't have the energy for it, honestly. And that's about what sums it up. And you have to do that when you have a business. You have to be consistent and keep posting. And I really just need somebody to do it for me, because I just don't have the energy, and I'm just not interested in doing it, honestly. I'm just really not. I can't even say no more. I'm just not. This tea is so good. But having a business is just not easy. It's not easy because, again, like I said, your business cannot grow on family and friends. You need other people. You need more and more people to learn about who you are, what your business represent, and people that really genuinely want to support. And I do want to say shout out to everybody who has supported me in my business, because I got a lot of love. Some of the people that I never would have thought would have supported me, they have. So I don't have those stories where people say, well, I guess that's kind of like the story I'm saying. Some of the people I never thought would have supported me, they did. And family and friends did as well. So I don't have those stories where you say like, oh, none of your friends. No, a lot of my friends supported me. So, which is a great thing. And again, this thing about this whole thing about business, it's just kind of tricky, because some women, they don't want to support a business depending on superficial things, and numbers and things like that. Like if your numbers aren't high enough, or you don't show off enough, or things like that, they might think that, oh no, I don't want to buy nothing for her. But let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm the type, if you have something if you're selling something that I want, I'm buying it. I don't care what you drive, how many followers you got, who your baby daddy is, and what kind of clothes you wear. That's not my thing. I'm not into that. Like I say, I come from a whole nother era, okay? I was born in the 70s. So I come from a whole nother era. Most of us, we just not into all of that. We genuinely will, support somebody just based off the product alone. Like, why does all this other stuff have to be in the mix? I will never understand it, but that's how I guess this whole generation is, and that's how I'm not. But like I say, I don't need to know all of that. If you are selling something that I want, I'm ordering it, and that's just on that. Like if I come across people pictures on Instagram that I don't know, I'm liking a picture. I don't gotta know who you is and who's the backstory. I don't do all that. I'm just not that type of person. But I do find that there's a lot of women that are like that. And if you are one of those women that are like that and you're watching this video, please check yourself. Please. Because some of that stuff is just support black businesses. Period. Support small black businesses. All of the other stuff, just be done with it. And I'm not gonna like tell you where to spend your money or who to spend your money with, but I don't know, just all of that stuff is just too much. It's just not that deep to me. Like if the person is selling something that you want, just buy it. Like, and I'm gonna say this. I consider myself a shopping online expert. I am very petite. I've always shopped online before it became popular. Like most people have always had to try on clothes. I never had to try on clothes. Even if I go in the store, I don't have to try on clothes. I could look at something and I know if I can fit it. So I've been shopping online for decades. So when I thought about starting a business, even though e-commerce is very popular now, I already knew it was going to be e-commerce, because I just love shopping online. That's just who I am. I love shopping online. So like I say, I don't need to know all who you are and all of this backstory about you. If you selling something I want, like it's people on Instagram, when Instagram, first kind of came about, that I bought stuff from, and I don't even remember who they are, because they had something that I wanted and I bought it, and it was just that simple. It wasn't a whole lot of, all of the other stuff wasn't involved. It just wasn't a whole lot of. I just bought it because I wanted it. So all I just wanted to really just, talk about in this video, that being a business owner for me is very, very hard. Like I don't have a lot of money to really, put into my business, and I don't even really see a lot of things that I want to sell. So I really need to take like 2 weeks literally to sit down and brainstorm and search the websites and things like that to see things that I really want to create, because it's not a lot of things out there that I really want to sell. It's really not. So I'm still brainstorming about that. But like I said, my website will be linked below, and matter of fact, this top is from my website. Let me show you. Super cute. Short top, show your stomach. Pink. So yeah, I don't know. this is just my little short story of being a struggling business owner. It's just not easy. You know, it's just so not easy. And then, like I say, since I don't consistently post on Instagram for like the last few months, my sales really dropped. They really dropped. And I'm not ashamed to say it, because neither here or there, I'm going to eat good. That's like the main thing I worry about, for real. Long as I'm eating good, but for the most part, my sales really dropped. They did, because I don't really be on there, and I don't promote, because I just genuinely, lost interest in social media. So I got to get back on it. I just got to get some more motivation. Maybe, leave a comment below. I don't know. I need a little bit more inspiration and motivation to get back into the whole social media thing, because I kind of post on my stories. Like I said, I only have a business page. I post, and I will, it's in my intro, but I'll link that down below as well. But I don't really post like I should. I really don't. And I know that is why my sales went down. I know for a fact. But also, you have to keep on pouring into your business. And again, I don't see a lot of things that I really want to sell. So I have to work on that as well. So there's a few things that I got to work on when it comes to my business. But I wanted to put it out there. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, again, I will have my business ebook. I'll put that on the screen, link below. And my memoir, because I wrote my memoir in 2020. So that gives you more of a backstory about me and to understand who I am as a person. And like I say, it's just when you are a business owner, you got to think of multiple things. Like, it's not just about, you just got to think about different things to sell, different strategies and things like that. And I have not figured all that out yet. I have not. So I'm working on that, and that's what I'm struggling with as well. So, and also, let me just say this really quickly. The main reason why I chose to have an online store, besides the fact that I consider myself an online shopper expert, is because I really don't like dealing with people one-on-one. Up close and personal, I'm a background person. If you read my memoir, it'll tell you a lot more about me. Me being on YouTube is a big deal for me, because like I say, I'm a background person. No matter what room I come in, you're going to feel and see my presence, because just who I am alone, just because of my personality and my presence is going to stand out. But all of that up close and personal in the front of the cameras and stuff is really not me. So this is a big step for me, just being on YouTube. Now, I love a good video and I love a good picture, hands down. So that's why I think I'm getting kind of good with this. I really am. But for the most part, I'm a background person, y'all. So it's a struggle. It's really a struggle. So I'm going to close this video out. Leave a comment below. And I don't really think that I missed anything. I really don't. I really don't. But my business, I Splurge, was my third. Was like, what am I trying to say? It was my third time, basically trying to be an entrepreneur. Because like I said, the first time I was doing makeup in 2009, and then I started selling these coffee mugs and then these other cups, because I'm always drinking something. If you watch my videos, you're gonna be like, I'm always drinking something, okay? Frappuccino, iced coffee, I'm always drinking something. So this was right on time. And then the other cups that I was selling along with these, I don't have one in here right now, but and then when I created I Splurge, it was just like, this is it. This the one. So just bear with me. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get my motivation back, to get in it and to just give it all that I got. But just, I do want to say thank you for watching this video. Like the video. If you like the video, leave a comment and consider subscribing to my channel. Consider subscribing. I'm sure you'll like it here, like I said before. And give it a thumbs up. Again, thank you so much for watching.